Hello, welcome to our channel. This channel deals with the fire journey of a family. Our net worth goal is $5 million. So we've unlocked a milestone. We'd like to celebrate those. Um, it's hard work to get there. So we've reached $4 million net worth. We've actually crossed it by 100K, which is even more surprising. We've been on the cusp for about 2 months now, so it's nice to see us get over it. So it's been a long journey to get here. As you can see, we started with 2 million. When we started tracking, we had 2 million. Um, that was in about 2020. So 4 years to double, give or take. Maybe 4.5. We'll go into the numbers soon, but just the journey is long, but the words are awesome at the end. So to reach 4 million, it took us 2.5 years. Which is 940 days precisely, so it's a bit more than 2.5 years. So let's see how the 4 million is compared to the 3 million. Because doing this 2 years, you can see in the previous slide, the net worth has actually dipped. So we started at 3 million, it got to I think 2.6 at the worst, and now we're over 4. So it's pretty long, but because we had that small recession, maybe we're still having it. The market don't behave like that, but the markets don't tell the whole story. But yeah, for now, let's see how the 3 years, 3 million went. So just something to keep in mind before we dive into 3 versus 4. So to get from 3 to 4, it's 33% growth. To get from 2 to 3, it's 50% growth. So let's look at the numbers, but that's even more impressive now. So to get from 2 to 3, it took us 495 days, which is 1.3 years, which is half the time it took us to get to 4 million, which means like we grew 50% of our net worth in 1.3 years. Yeah, some of it is due to W2, some of it is due to the markets having their rally, but still pretty impressive to get to 50% growth in that time. Um, yeah, which makes us think, so like, will that happen again? Like, let's say today, if our net worth grows in 50% in a year and a half, that brings us over our target. So what's next? So for us, next is 5 million. That's always been our goal. Um, there is a reason for that number being so round. It is a little less than 5 million, but it's more to do. Will we have a primary resident? Will we rent? Will we travel extensively? Except for Express Mobile, 5 million gives us everything we want. Obviously, there's ways to make it stretch more or less. Like I mentioned, what happens if our net worth grows to 6 million unintentionally? Is that like, how does that affect our day to day? Great question. We don't know. But right now, we're focusing on the short term. How do we get from 4 million to 5 million? So we need our net worth to grow by 25%. So if you look from 3 to 4, it grew 33%. From 2 to 3, it needed to grow by 50%, etc. So basically, it gets actually easier from a capital gain, not capital gains, from a portfolio growth perspective. From one thing, our expenses are decreasing as the kids grow older, less aftercare, daycare, summer camps, etc., etc. So we need 25% growth. Let's see how long that takes.